Okay, so she's reversing. This is the second bay park she's doing today. She's never done bay parking before in her life. So we're going to see how she bay parks. If only we could drive as good as this gentleman here. I believe now, by the position of her vehicle, she may be doing a forward left bay park. But she stopped for a second to process what this gentleman's doing there. And he's just parking his car, he's making sure his car's safe. And he's actually thinking about us, and I appreciate what he's done. He's moved out of the way to make it easier for our pupil to do their bay parking. So what I will do is actually thank the gentleman. That's very considerate of him. And guys, if you do see a learner in a car park, give them a little bit of space and patience. Thank you. Okay, so now it looks like she's doing a forward right, so she's mirrors done, she's signalled, she looked in her mirrors, she's establishing her reference. And she's having a quick think. Car park is empty, so she's doing a forward, she's doing a observations. Now we're looking at that BMW. Usually the BMW come through the centre, but he's going out from the car park there. Now you'll see that she's getting close to the line over here. Perhaps that could be because her reference needs adjusting slightly. You see how she's getting close to the wheel, the back wheel is getting close to the line. That's because her reference needs moving forward, or the reference that she had, she didn't use the same reference, she's kind of gone a second before. So for you to achieve the same objective, you've got to do everything exactly the same. And the way you correct it is by going forward in a straight line, then steering to the right once you've gone into the bay. So the only way she's going to correct this is by having more space, as in a bigger bay, a longer bay, or she needs to steer to the left. Otherwise, this is what they call shunting. So she'll move forward and backwards a number of times, which she won't really achieve her objective unless the bay is big enough or she overhangs the curb. There. She's come off the line, but I feel that's a little uncomfortable because what she's doing, she's tempting the front of the bumper with the pavement. So she's off the lines, which is perfectly safe. Now this, it's okay that she's doing this on her test, but if this was my driving test, I would have parked the car and said I'm finished. Because she's not touching the lines, it's perfectly safe and perfectly legit. But by going back in a straight line, she's not really going to achieve anything. So she'll move forward and backwards twice, and then she'll get into trouble with the examiner. So now what she's doing, she's showing her how to correct it. So she's gone back in a straight line until she can see both bay lines. And then what she'll do, she'll move forward in a straight line. So what she's done, she's reversed back, but not into the bay behind her. And now what she's doing, she'll move forward and steer to the left, which you can see the wheel pointing to the left. She'll get closer to this line and then straighten up with the bay. It's happening now. She's moving forward, so she'll straighten up with this bay, which is in line with that bay, not this bay on the floor. So we're seeing it now, it's happening now. She's moving forward slowly, closer to the line on her left when she comes into the bay. And that's actually pretty impressive for a second bay park. So she's doing well, and she'll slowly move forward. I'm going to stop her when she comes in, or she'll stop herself. I don't like my car overhanging that bumper. I've literally just raised my hand and told her to stop. And the reason I've done that is because I want her not to go over that corner there. Now the problem is, if you go over that corner, that you'll find that the front of the car will hit the pavement, and if 4 heavy people get into the car will sit on the floor. However, that there is a perfect bay park. She's not touching that line, and it's no issue. If she was touching that line, So even that is perfectly fine for a driving test. Now if she, let's say for example, she stopped over this line. So let's say she stopped there, she'd fail a test. So if she stops on the line, it's called a driver fault. So it's just a minor. But if she goes over the line, it's a test fail. So that wasn't too bad for a second, considering. Now she's dry steering, which isn't a big issue really. It's just not good for the car. So it's a bit like turning around on your heels. Although you won't fail your driving test, it's something that we don't condone. But because she's learning and she's new, she can do whatever she pleases until she's comfortable with what she's doing. Thank you for watching, guys.